sabi ay hell is an expression of the holiness and justice of God. No, paanong magiging expression ng kabanalan ng Diyos ang hell? Isipin ninyo mabuti.
So, at this point, ang ating kaibigang atheist ay nagbigay ng kanyang reason ngayon why he thinks hell is not some sort of, kasi ang kanyang claim, hell is, according to his claim, kumbaga, hell is not an expression of the holiness and justice of God. Tapos, kung mabasa niyo po yung sa top ng video niya, sabi, paano maging justice yon? Halimbawa, ang isang tao na kapag nakaw lang ng tinapay, tapos nabangga, marapat na ba siyang parusahan ng 70 billion years after doon, another 700 billion, blah, 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 hindi raw to, that's irrational. Yan yung claim niya. Okay? Pero bago yan, tingnan natin ang kanyang argument.
Kung gaano
Wait a minute.
yun ng kabanalan ng Diyos ang hell. Isipin ninyo mabuti kung gaano katindi yung tinatawag na eternal conscious torment.
I cannot worship that kind of God who
anong
made
klaseng justice yun?
lake of fire.
Pag sinabi kasing justice ay karampatang parusa. Hindi karampatang parusa sa tao na komot siya ay nagkamali o nagkasala, nararapat siya parusahan ng ganon. Hindi.
First and foremost, yung mga ating kaibigan ay tinatawag niya ang kanyang sarili na atheist, so to speak. Here's my question. What's your moral standard to say that kind of statement, diba? Pangalawa, nasabi niya na, I cannot worship that kind of God who made lake of fire. First, I guess you already know kung bakit may impyerno in the first place. My friend, if you're listening to this, listen very carefully, no? Listen carefully. Point 1, mercy requires justice. Ang Diyos, ayon sa Biblia, ay perfect balance ng mercy and justice. Di ba? Isa pa, bukod dito, totoo na ang Diyos ay mapagmahal. He's gracious. He's merciful. But also, according to the Bible, He is described as holy and just, hating sin and punishing sinners. While we might prefer to focus only on the merciful aspects of God's nature, doing so would completely ignore God's just nature. Kaibigan, mercy without justice is not mercy. Mercy requires justice to have any meaning, and justice requires mercy to have any power. Kaya nga, yan, ito pa. Bukod dito, kaibigan, bakit ganun? Why would a loving God punish finite sin with infinite torture? Kasi parang yan ang pinapalabas mo dun sa sinabi mo na paano naging justice yun? Halimbawa, na kapag na akong tao nung nagkitito tapos nabangga, namatay, marapat siyang parusahan, bla 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 bla, irrational. Una, paano mo nasabing irrational yun kung dun pa lang in the first place, there's no objective moral values in your own worldview. Diba? Kasi tingnan nyo, for many people, the idea of our finite temporal choices here should merit an eternal punishment of infinite torment in hell seems rather inequitable. The punishment doesn't seem to fit the crime. Parang yun ang point mo dyan. Pero, bakit ganon? Ngayon, kung ina-assume na ang yung sa impyerno ay parang torture, actually, it's not even torture, it's torment. The Bible says those who are delivered into hell will be tormented, and the degree to which they suffer is described in illustrative language. So, the torment is compared to an unquenchable fire. But the scriptures, the Bible never describes hell as a place where God or His angels are actively torturing the souls of the rebellious. Kaibigan, sana nabasa mo yun sa Bible. Walang ganon. Hindi po torture yon. Torment yon. Hell is always described as a state of torment coming as the result of what? A choice on the part of the person who finds himself there. So, may pagkakaiba ang torture sa torment. Bukod dito, duration of the punishment is not based on duration of the crime. Isipin mo nga, halimbawa, there is a certain person who unalive his fellow man. O may tao siyang inalisan, so to speak, ng buhay. Ito, nagawa niya yun in just 30 seconds. For example, ngayon, nahuli. And after the trial, hinatulan siya ng life imprisonment. So, kung gagamitin natin yung claim nito, yung claim niyo po, paano naging justice yon? Halimbawa, ang isang tao, he unalive a certain person in just 30 seconds. Tapos nahuli siya, at the end of the day, after ng trial, kumbaga, ang naging hatol, life imprisonment. Irrational ba yun, kaibigan? My friend, let's think about this for a moment. The severity of the crime is the key of determining its punishment. Hindi po yung duration ng crime, so to speak. Hindi. Yung kung paano siya nagiging severe, so to speak. Yun po yun. At isa pa, it's important to remember the punishment for any crime is not determined by the one who did that, but by the authority who is responsible for upholding the standard. Justice is not determined by the lawbreaker, but by the lawgiver. And justice and punishment are established based on the nature of the source of law, not the nature of the source of the offense. Dahil nga ang Diyos ang source ng justice at ng batas, ang kanyang likas na kalagayan ang nagdedetermina ng kaparusahan. Dahil ang Diyos ay eternal at conscious, all rewards and punishment must also be eternal and conscious. At isa pa, kaibigan, it's important to remember the nature of the crime eventually leading one into hell. Kumbaga, pinipinpoint lamang dito na ang mensahe ng impyerno ay pinipinpoint na ang isang tao kahit sige ang pagpapadala ng kahit anong evidence for the truth of God's existence, that Jesus had risen from the dead. Pero kung ayaw niya, then wala. So a loving God simply allows us to suffer the anguish and torment resulting as a consequence of our bad choices. So there is a difference between self-inflicted torment and active torture at the hands of another. And the duration of the crime has nothing to do with the duration of the punishment, even in this life. So, the source of the law determines the degree of the punishment. At dahil ang Diyos ay talagang eternal, siya ay makatarungang hukom, so to speak, natural yan ang gagawin niya. Opo, ang Diyos ay pag-ibig, puno ng habag, totoo. Pero sana wag natin kalimutan na ang Diyos talaga ay banal, makatarungan. Hindi po niya kinukonsenti ang kasalanan. Okay? Anyway, bago tayo matapos dito, ipapanood ko sa inyo yung 1-minute clip mula sa video ni Dr. William Lane Craig na kung saan ang pamagat is hell real. So watch this.